I started the degree thinking I was pretty good at drawing, pretty good at CAD, pretty good at woodworking, and then I've come into it and I've learned there's a lot more skills, you can get a lot better at everything basically.
So we give them all the skills that they need: digital, hand-making skills, work experience skills, business skills, and then they have the passion for their projects and they get the chance to actually see that through. Particularly in the major projects where they're getting to pick their own brief and work with clients and actually find solutions to the problems they've identified.
Students love the fact that they develop analogue and digital skills, both in the workshop and in the studio. They pick up loads of different experiences using injection moulding, virtual reality, 3D printing. We develop their sketching, their model making, introduce them to workshop processes and give them a really rounded view of different manufacturing and design processes. Students also love the fact that they can develop projects to fit their own personal situations. Their major projects can develop that passion further, or they could respond to some family problems with members of family that are elderly or disabled or less fortunate, and they solve problems and they find ways to navigate around those.
Things that I've loved most about the course is, well, in every section there's kind of everything that I enjoy. So, in the designing bit, in the research bit, as well as when we develop our ideas, it's quite interesting. But I would say like in each part there's also quite little challenges to overcome. So for me personally, like designing, it's not per se harder, but there's always I'm always trying to make my idea better and better. So I reach a point where I feel a bit like I reached the end, but I'm not happy with it. So when our tutors or lecturers, they come in and they're trying to help us, and it's very helpful having a sit-down conversation with them. But after I've done that debrief with them, the end product always is my favourite part, when it all comes together into one.
What impresses me is when students do some really good research of their own, first-hand research with users, which discover insights about people's behaviour. And so they've had the opportunity to then find solutions to those problems. So some particularly good projects were around helping the people who push wheelchairs to make that more comfortable for them, working with primary schools to keep children more active in the playground. A product design degree will give you all the skills to tackle really any problem. We follow a consistent design process, and the output is trying to make people's lives better. So identifying the problem and delivering the solution.
Just being creative in general, you get a new project, a new brief, and then you can really dive into all parts of it, and you start sketching, you get ideas, and then in the end you have something hopefully that you're proud of, and that's what I've enjoyed, I think, yeah.
I wouldn't say it was completely brand new to me. It's 3D work on CAD. So the program we use is SolidWorks, which is industry level, and I've used it before once in my A-levels, but it was a very simplified version, so it's more like just basic shapes and just trying to make it look nice. Well, here, especially last year, we picked it up in one of our projects, and it was to redesign a water bottle lid. So we really delved deep into the program, and so we had to make sure that the lid would fit perfectly, that it would work, and we had to test out every single prototype multiple times. And even though it was quite a hassle, it would be a millimetre off and it just wouldn't fit right, it was very rewarding, and I really enjoyed that part, which I was quite surprised about.
So industry-wise, we have a fantastic network of industry professionals. Staff all have fantastic commercial and industry experience. And through those networks, we introduce students to work placements in their second year. And during the major projects, we often partner students up with industries, clients, which help develop their major projects further. Outside of the classroom, we develop quite good links across various different cities in the world, New York, for example, and Barcelona. We run field trips. We have the opportunity to experience how other institutions teach product design across 4,000 miles across the world. And we always keep in touch and we share best practice that way, and the students find that fantastic.
We had to do a design sprint. So we had to come up with an idea that met our brief, and we had to develop it, design it, to make a model of it. And it was that every single day we had a deadline that we had to meet, and that was felt like I was really like in a workplace, really like in the design industry. Really, it's like it would be morning, we'd have a debrief, and then it would be up to us to produce the work and meet the deadline for the next day.
So we work really closely with clients, so manufacturers and designers internationally and regionally. They tend to set product briefs so that students get to work on a live project which simulates the working environment. Those clients often offer placements for our students, so they get to go on placement and work in industry, or we'll get an in-house project where the students get to work in groups on a brief, and that again simulates that working environment, working with other people. We also work quite closely with the business school, and so there's opportunities to work not just in product design but perhaps in the commercial world as well.
We have a community. The biggest part of Chester is the community. You're not just a number, you're part of a close-knit design group of students and staff. Staff are in the workshops working, designing alongside the students, which really encourages and motivates them. We have the creative campus at Kingsway, so you walk the corridors and you have conversations with graphic designers, interior designers, fashion designers, fine artists, and all that experience helps give another dimension to the studies.